My name is Lena Briggs, and the title of my presentation is Jewish Asceticism. I'm going to present practices and rituals of Judaism, which were prominently portrayed in the movie Eyes Wide Open. Eyes Wide Open is set in an urban, ultra-Orthodox Jewish neighborhood in Jerusalem, Israel. The synopsis for this film is where the main character, Aaron, attends synagogue every day during the week of Shiva, mourning his father's death. In a previous scene, a bulletin is posted on the front door of the butcher shop reporting the owner had died. His son Aaron goes to the synagogue every day during Shiva. This scene shows Aaron and minions, who are a group of 10 Jewish men, reciting the Kaddish, a prayer that uplifts the soul of the dead. Aaron is wearing the tefillin and tallit over his head, while the rest of the minions drape it over their shoulders. Aaron, as the primary mourner, leads the Kaddish. And Shiva means a week of mourning and begins the day after the deceased has been buried. In my comparative analysis in another religion can be found in the heart of Islam, who believe in an all-powerful, transcendent God called Allah, who created the earth and controls it down to the smallest detail. Islam is cousins with Judaism because they are both monotheistic. Believers of Islam are called Muslim, who believe their holy book, the Quran, is God's word revealed through the Prophet Muhammad. The 5 pillars of Islam are the practices Muslims adhere to. The first pillar is their creed, which is, quote, "There is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his messenger," end quote. This must be recited daily. This is also what makes a person a Muslim. The second pillar are prayers, which are said 5 times a day by the devout believer. The third pillar is charity, where believers are expected to donate 2.5% of their yearly income and perform acts of generosity. The fourth pillar is fasting during Ramadan, which is thought to be good for their spiritual growth. And the fifth is a pilgrimage, which indicates a Muslim must visit Mecca at least once in their life, unless they are sick or impoverished. Those are some of the similarities and a few differences between Judaism and Islam are in the following examples. Jewish men wear a tefillin on their heads and tallit scarves as a sign of devoutness, where Muslims do not wear special jewelry or scarves. Jews worship in a synagogue facing Jerusalem, where Muslims worship in mosques facing Mecca. And lastly, Jews touch and kiss a mezuzah, a small box containing a scroll with verses from the Torah, while Muslims are expected to do a ritual purification, which is the washing of the hands, arms, face, neck, and feet. The similarities that can be found in these two religions are in the following. At the heart of Judaism and Islam is the belief in an all-powerful, transcendent God. Both hold monotheistic beliefs, and that there is only one God who is both loving and just. Jews believe in the words of the prophets. The Nevi'im is a section in the Torah containing information regarding the prophets, where the Quran contains the Prophet Muhammad's words of revelations and sermons. And lastly, both Jews and Muslims forbid the consumption of pork, which is believed to be a scavenger whose meat can possibly transmit diseases. In Eyes Wide Open, I interpreted the director's portrayal of the intolerance to stray outside the laws of Judaism. I think this because there were posted bulletins all over the city with warnings of people who were sinners and not adhering to the commandments. There was a scene where the rabbi, Aaron, and a man named Mordecai went into the home of a man named Israel. Israel had been seen canoodling with Sarah, Mordecai's daughter. The trio warned Israel to stay away from Sarah because she was engaged to another man. Aaron said to Israel, "You can't do what you feel like here," meaning in the city that they lived in. They further threatened to send in the modesty guards if he did not stop, and they will beat him up and shun him from their home synagogue in the community, forcing him and his mother to leave town. This gave, in the least, Israel an opportunity to peacefully step away. This ends my presentation. Thank you.